What's going on, Nesty Besties? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday afternoon or evening, depending where you are. How is everybody? Nice to see you all. As usual, I'm so thrilled to see Marwa back in the chat. Marwa, ahlan. We missed you so much, Marwa. I'm so happy to see you. I hope everything's okay with you. Who else is in the nest today? We've got Christy. We've got Mary Kirkland. Nesties assemble. Yes, everybody into the nest right now. We do have some new weather commands. Okay. I changed them up a little bit. So if you just do exclamation weather, you'll get a nice list there. Okay. There's a lot of new cities. So we have base camp. Obviously, Everest Base Camp. We need that, okay? We've got Baltimore, Cairo, Chicago, Cumbria, Dallas, Denver, Kuwait, of course, Los Angeles, London, Miami, Myrtle Beach, NYC, Philadelphia, Seattle, and Toronto. Good afternoon from Atlanta to you, Jessica. Hello, hello. You have a very interesting trial going on in your jurisdiction at the moment. Fascinating. All right. Who else we got? We got Ryan. Ryan, thank you so much for the Cash App the other day. I think it was yesterday. Thank you so much. Ryan sent me a little bit for some dog treats. And believe you me, I went out last night and did just that. I got some dog treats. They like those sweet potato fry looking things with the chicken jerky wrapped around them. That's what we got. Thank you so much, Ryan. I did hear that some people are having trouble actually sending super chats, which is very disconcerting because, although this is not my sole income, I do appreciate very much any support, whether it's just liking the videos or the streams, sharing them, subscribing, watching, all of that I love. Of course, it's all a huge support. Anything that you do to support the channel on top of that is just the icing on the cake, and it is so much appreciated. So if anyone is still trying to send a super chat and cannot, please let me know so I can notify YouTube support. I don't know if anyone else is having that situation. 2 people have told me that they have been trying to send me super chats and can't. And I'm just going to offer this as an alternative if you are unable to. Ryan did send me a gift to my Cash App. Other people have sent me Cash Apps as well. If you are interested, that can be an option. I'm just going to put it in the chat. There is no obligation. There's no requirement. There's no expectation. Just in case you've been trying and you want a way to try to send me some support, it's so much appreciated. And that's another way. Boaz B, it's working for you. Woohoo! It's working for you, Boaz B. No problems there. Woohoo! Thank you, Boaz B. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love you, Chantal.
Yeah! Woohoo! You got doubles, Boaz B. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Boaz B. One-Eyed Flo, thank you so much. Working fine. Oh, and Not Your Average Old Lady, I see you too. Thank you, guys. Let me get One-Eyed Flo first. One-Eyed Flo, thank you. And please do not think that Please no one think that I said that for this to happen, okay? I hope you know me better than that. Thank you, One-Eyed Flo. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thanks, One-Eyed Flo. So much appreciated. Oh, you wish.
You wish.
Oh, come on, Salah. Whatever. Oh, so close.
You wish.
That was so close. Thank you, Not Your Average Old Lady. Super chat, activate. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go, not your average old lady. This one's for you. Woo! Yeah!
I love you, Chantal. You loser. You loser. You loser. Loser. She is Loser.
Okay, Salah. Okay, really? You know what? We're not the loser. We're not the loser here. Tracy Williams, thank you so much for the fur babies. They appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you, Tracy. My goodness. Thanks. Almost.
Haha. You wish.
Whatever, Salah. Ah.
Haha. You wish.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, One-Eyed Flo. Thank you, Not Your Average Old Lady. Thank you, Boaz B. I really, really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You need a breath mint? How do you know? I brushed my teeth hours ago. I could probably brush them again. You're right. You need a breath mint. Thank you. I'll go buy myself some breath mints. Thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What? You wish.
They're on top of each other. Come on now.
You wish.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You need a breath mint. Thank you. I'll pop one in right now. I appreciate that. Thanks. You like the new dice background? Thanks, One-Eyed Flo. Definitely have to. I like to change things up often. You know, things get pretty stale around here. You know what I mean? And I have the capability. I have the technology. So why not, right? Why not? Glad you're catching the stream. Me too. Wicked Weird Wednesday. I just want to scroll through and see who else is in the nest very quickly. Yes. Oh, Holly McMolly. Wonder if these are pre-recorded and she's already in Canada. That's a possibility. Yep. Lucy Jane 12. Hey. How many minutes do you think will pass between when she steps off the plane and when she hits the dispensary? Personally, I don't think she's going to Canada. I don't. That's just my own hunch. Spooky Von Sweets, how's it going? Darkest Coven. We got Green Dragon in the nest. Tragically Delicious is here. Yes. Who else we got? We got Sachi Bell, M Hops 22, Mags R, Katie. You need a breath mint. New here, but a Girl World OG. You need a breath mint. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I always love to have the OGs here because you guys come with a lot of experience and knowledge, you know? People could have started watching 3 years ago. It doesn't matter. There's going to be people who were here even longer. So it's like, you know, we need everybody on board, really. Thank you. Thanks for being here. We got Kimber. We got Human Being. Hello. Nice to see you. Mrs. H410. Hello. Linda Listen. We got Alien. Melissa M. Not Your Average Old Lady. You needed a midday. Hey, are you serious live? I'm glad to bring it to you. Tracy, whatever MLM scheme she's about to throw at us is going to cure all her ailments and she'll be able to stay in Kuwait forever. Could be. Mary Carkland, she weighs about 366 pounds according to the doctor's scales. Yep, 367 according to my calculations. May Faye, Nee Manor, hello. Yeah, got a lot of good nesties in the nest today. I love it. We got Peace Baby. We got Sansa Cooks popping in and out. Don't be offended if I don't respond. Totally hear you. A lot of people are just going to be listening in, if you're working and you're not even looking at the chat. So we all get it, 100%. Thanks for stopping in and listening. Peace Baby says, I'll believe it when I see it, but she has a hell of a lot of nerve suggesting she'll go home and try to get weight loss surgery after badmouthing Canada not paying her taxes. Well, my understanding is she may not be eligible for healthcare in Canada right now because she's been gone too long. Oh, that's unfortunate. Glamosaurus Rex is here. Yeah. We got Crystal Voss. She's excited for this one. Jen Shah Hader. Why go to Canada? The healthcare system is such a mess. A lot of physicians, I don't know if it's a lot. I personally know physicians who were trained in the U.S., who go to the U.S. to go to school and then return to their country to work. So, it's going to be very similar standard of healthcare. It most likely will be, especially in Kuwait. Kuwait is not a developing country. Kuwait itself is a wealthy country. So they can get the state-of-the-art equipment. They can get what they need for healthcare. One-eyed Flo. Oh boy, news again. Yep. She's always got something going on. Tater tot hot dish. Rumor has it Chantal is going home. I don't know. Franken Beans is here. Sea life. Yeah. Yeah. Kimberlina says, my brain is struggling with this manipulation. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't try to figure it out. If it stresses you out, just don't try to figure her out. She's one big mind game. All you can do is watch and see what happens. J3030, Rage Muffin 89. I always enjoy your streams. I'm glad to have caught you after work. Awesome. Glad you're here. Emika Cream also doesn't think she's going to Canada. Interesting. Frankenbean says, isn't it hard for diabetics to fly? I have no idea. Any diabetics want to weigh in on that? Lindsay's here. Jen says, I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe in January when she needs to renew. That is a very good thought. Yeah, that's a good theory. Yeah, it's logical. Louisa Moon, evening all wrapping gifts and excited to find out what country our girl is in. Jenny's Spice Cabinet. I kind of think we all saw this happening, that she was going back to Canada. I mean, I think a lot of us were hoping for her own health and safety that she would go back, right? Mushy is in the nest. All right. Yeah. Kaja is in the nest. We love it. We love all the nesty besties. Everyone get cozy today. Maybe it's just December. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Marwa. Aw. Hey, Kitty Got Claws. Nice to see you again. Gas Station Sushi. Glad to see you. Jen's here. I live in Canada, says Mrs. H410, and it's not a big problem to get your healthcare renewed. Okay. It took me about 10 days to get a new one. I'm not sure if her not paying taxes will be an issue for her. Okay. Interesting. Mushy, I don't agree with that. The way she's been talking about the war going on, they may not let her back in Canada. She hasn't been discussing the war herself. She is showing support for Palestine, and that does not mean supporting terrorism. So I don't think that will be an issue for her at all. Hey, BB, nice to see you. Sansa says, I'd say her clotting issues would be a bigger danger with the flying. She should keep her legs moving occasionally. Yeah. Anyone can get, pretty much anyone. Not anyone. You're always at risk for a pulmonary embolism when you fly. If you have any kind of clotting issues, if you have varicose veins, if you're overweight, if you're on a long leg of a flight, and this is going to be, probably about 12 hours for her. You got to get up and walk around. You have to. Or wear support stockings, take an aspirin. If you can, check with your doctor first. DVT is very dangerous. Absolutely. Yeah, you can die. Dr. Chantal finally going to join her favorite hospital. She should go to work there, don't you think, J3030? Dr. Chantal, please report to third floor. We need you, Dr. Chantal. Your patients are waiting. Sachi Bell, she would never be able to complete the preliminary work to get weight loss surgery. Right. I mean, you got to at least try to lose a little bit of weight first to show that you're serious. Santiago says it's not hard for diabetics to fly. It's a risk for people with a history of blood clots, which is what Sansa said. And we know that Foodie Beauty does have a history of blood clots. Gotha Clock says she could be setting up the stage for another visa trip. She always announces it like 3 weeks before it happens. You absolutely could be right. 100%. Amica Cream, she snapped at the beeping pretty quickly, dropping the pathos mask. This is all an act. Okay. Nash Nashies, they're an NBA athletes who get clots from flying so often. Wow, so even very healthy people. Mm-hmm. Hey, Michael, till I see the snow in the background, I remain skeptical, as we should. Lulu Lemonade, she lost healthcare after 6 months, but will have to reapply once in Canada. It won't take long. Okay, good. Crystal Cat is here. Aja's heading to the gym, but we'll be listening. Fantastic. All right. Authentic Hogwash. I think she got bad news from the doctor visit and is possibly an early stage kidney failure. I would not be surprised. She definitely looks affected this time. Maybe she's trying to work so she can stay there, Marwa, with her MLM. Yeah. I mean, with that, you're a self-employed contractor, right? You're an independent contractor. Oh, Melabella, we're 20 minutes in. Are we watching the video? We do what we do around here. Okay, every channel does their own thing a little bit differently. Sansa says weight loss surgery would be terrible for her. She wouldn't be able to stick to small portions afterward. It really would. She would have a very difficult time with that, for sure. Yep. And just like Amber was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, and for that reason, she was not approved for weight loss surgery. If you're going to binge, you are going to ruin the surgery. You're going to create a bigger problem for yourself. Purple Spirit says healthcare card and taxes don't have anything to do with each other. She will get healthcare anyway. Okay. I love to have the Canadians in the nest to tell us how it is. Ruby Parajewels, how are you? Nice to see you. John Galt, if you're joining us today, I hope you are. I'm keeping a lookout for you. You are always welcome here, and I hope you do stop in. John Galt had some trouble also with the super chats, so he's one of my favorite people. So, I don't want you guys to think that I've blocked you or anything. Absolutely not. If you're blocked and you're not sure, you can ask yourself what you might have said somewhere along the line that, maybe you wouldn't be welcome here. You should know. If you're truly perplexed, then you're probably not. Just ask. Just a gamer. She sounds so depressed. I think Salah refused to renew the marriage contract. Yeah, it expired. Probably expired. Melabella. Yeah, no problem. Okay, we'll see you later, Melabella. Have a good day. Alexi, how's it going? Nice to see you, as always. People are speculating since she mentioned a seminar. Yeah, MLM, probably. Philo says it takes at least 5 months to reapply. You have to live in Ontario, show proof of residency. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Minnesota Nice-ish. I had weight loss surgery and have binge eating disorder. I went through treatment before my surgery. I will say you cannot binge. Your own body will retaliate, speaking from experience. Thank you, Minnesota Nice-ish, for that. It's good to always have the personal experience. Yeah, Alexi, you're always blocked. You're such a troublemaker in here. Alexi's one of my favorite people in the nest. Antonis Sansa, I don't think she'll ever be approved for weight loss surgery. I agree. House of Hannibal, how's it going, House of Hannibal? Nice to see you. All right, well, shall we get into it? I mean, we saw, Marwa's blocked too, by the way. Yeah, she's a big-time troublemaker. Always starting something. Hey, Jen Wall, I'm Canadian living in the UAE, and yes, I can confirm she has to reapply after 6 months of living in Ontario. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of conflicting information, but Jen actually lives outside of the country and probably has gone through it herself personally. So I guess we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah. All right. Shall we? Now, last time we saw Miss Chantal, she was extremely smug, extremely annoying, very slappable. Sorry if that offends you, but she was, okay? She had a lot to say. She was going to try to stay alive out of spite. I mean, hey, whatever gets you through. If that's what keeps you alive, fantastic. But, you know, I mean, you could just try eating healthy and moving around a little bit. Then you wouldn't have to rely on your own anger to keep you moving. But, you know, whatever. That's up to her. It's her choice. We all have choices and free will. Yes, we do. I gotta get a new, like, medical outfit for my owl. Gotta get something going on. I tried a stethoscope, but, like, I don't have enough of a neck. You know what I mean? All right, let's do it. Let's see what's going on here.
Hi, this is editing Foodie Beauty here. So, I'm editing, and since I made this video, since I filmed it, I talked to Salah and I made the decision that it's sadly probably better for me to go back to Canada for a while to seek some much needed medical care. And part of that is I want to talk to a doctor about possible weight loss surgery. And psychiatric.
Shoot, I can't stand that when I'm muted. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I was saying hi to Fiona's mom. Fiona is one of my favorites for sure. And yes, I don't think that she's going to be eligible for weight loss surgery. I just don't.
Help, you know, proper diagnosis, all that, proper medication to get my diabetes under control as well. Certain medications for diabetes, and also the surgery, of course, is covered in Canada. So also I just feel like I need family when I'm going through some of these hard times. You know, when you're sick, you always want your mom. So other than that, nothing. You know, I'm gonna miss my family here greatly. I'm gonna miss my husband, whom I love very much. But it's just a lot, and I need to be in Canada to deal with these things, as I realize. So I'm not sure when, but someday I will just be in Canada, and you'll see me there.
Suck it.
All right, until I can get my health under control. I can't escape it anymore. So bye. Enjoy the video.
And here's my beautiful wife, Chantal.
Here it is.
This is stunning as usual.
Cottage cheese, low fat with mustard and carrots. Baby carrots. Mix it around. Cottage cheese is very expensive here. And I never used to like it, but now I love it. It doesn't hurt my stomach. It's not salty like the other cheeses. It's like $8 for a 16-ounce container.
You know, it would be even better, though, some cucumbers or something, even some tomatoes. Carrots are so ridiculously high in sugar. Whatever, right? At least they're vegetables, I guess, right?
Cottage cheese here. But I think it's an imported product, so
Why don't you do that for a business? Like import cottage cheese from like neighboring countries and sell it to women who are dieting. I mean, I eat cottage cheese year round, whether I'm like trying to lose weight or not. I just like it. But, you know, if it's so expensive, maybe you can find a distributor in another country. You could import it. That's the business to get into. 6-pack abs
so I'm gonna eat
incoming.
this with some water, and then I'm gonna go to the doctor. So I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hello, beautiful girl. What you waiting for?
The dog.
Hmm.
Follow him.
Oh, hope you feel well, baby.
Thanks, babe. I see.
Before we get to that, wait, let me move Mr. Owl out of the way so we can see that blood pressure that was on the screen just a moment ago. It was like, yeah, 120 over 82. I mean, I don't know how likely that is, but, you know, whatever. That's pretty normal. Pretty normal.
I see.
So it does actually go up to 166.9, but, you know, 367 pounds, you know, 366, 367, 367 and a half, whatever. It's all the same. But, you know, here's the scale at the doctor's office. I mean, she looks much, much larger to me, much larger. But, I mean, it is a doctor's scale, and it sounds like they are in the room with her. It's not like she and Salah were there, like, messing around with it and then, like, recorded her getting on it with, I don't know. But you can see her stomach is right up against that display there.
166.
Yeah.
Oh, Boaz B, that's an excellent point. She had her fupa on the scale. Maybe she was resting her fupa up on the display and that was taking weight off of the scale itself. It's very possible. We have to really keep, like, all possibilities alive, you know, because she's a liar. It's very possible. Good point. Okay, so now we're getting into watery eyes. Okay, now we're getting into, you know, I'm very sad. She obviously received some bad news, or at least wants us to think that she did. And, but she won't tell us exactly what it is. We don't really know, so.
Guys, so, I'm gonna try not to cry, but I'm in a really...
Sorry, I didn't mean to do circus music. Oops.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So,
Hi.
I'm gonna try not to cry, but I'm in a really,
Okay.
weird mood.
Okay.
I
I don't know if she's sweaty or crying.
I'm so depressed. Like, I'm
Okay.
coming back from the doctor. First of all, being out in the day
It does
like this
fit.
in the sunlight makes me worse depressed. I hate it. I like the night.
So I think Chantal might be confessing that she's a vampire here. That's one of my theories, that she is losing vitality because maybe Salah is no longer letting her, you know, do things to gain vitality, and being out in the daytime totally drains her and gives her a ton of anxiety. So I think she's really confessing that she's a vampire. That's what I feel is actually going on here. She is not an expat at all. Not whatsoever. She'd have to be working for a company to have a work visa to be an expat, and she does not.
And, you know, everything is busy. It's overwhelming. I feel overstimulated. I'm not... If I look off to the sides, because I'm trying to think of what I need to say. I just feel
I was like, are we paused or what? Yeah. So I don't see that her teeth are necessarily sharpened. I don't know if that changes at nighttime. She feels more exposed in the daytime, Tracy. Yeah, I would agree with that. Count Chantal. I love that rebel. She's a demonic nun. There's something going on in there. There is. Yeah, she hates the daytime.
apathy. I don't care. about anything right now. Like, I don't care about anything. It's like the only thing in my life that I feel that makes me happy is food.
Food. This is bad. This is bad. She's being very dramatic. So she's a vampire. She's a cross between a vampire and a zombie. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. She does stay up at night and feed. You're right. You're right. And when we see her go out at night for walks, like on the beach with her husband, it's like 1 or 2 in the morning. So maybe that's what's actually going on here. You know, why don't you close the shades? It's very, very bright in that room, Chantal. The vitamin D. Oh, I wonder what her D level is. Well, you know, we could do the lab level of vitamin D, you know, that is, you know, your body can make from sunlight and from other things. You know, that's probably pretty low. That can absolutely contribute to depression. And we're heading into winter in the Northern Hemisphere. If you have seasonal affective disorder or feel like you do, get your vitamin D level checked. It may be low. I always supplement mine because of where I live. So, and I'm not outside in the winter, like, you know, taking in the sun. So Chantal should get that checked if she hasn't already. But there's another vitamin D level in her life that I feel is also probably non-existent. And that can also contribute to depression if you're a straight woman or a gay man. That can really contribute to a low mood, okay? And you can't test for that.
And I know that to get better and live a longer life, I have to change drastically. And dealing with the emotions that I have because of that is so uncomfortable that I just don't feel like I can. Sometimes I don't feel like I can do it or that I want to do it. Boring. When I feel like this, I feel like I just want to be passive in life and not fight and just lay down and just
fight. Yeah, lack of vitamin D, of course, Sir Austin, everyone is welcome in the nest at all times. You know, if you get happy when you have extra D in your life or more than usual, or even just an amount that it keeps you stable, you know, if you are a person, no matter how you identify or whatever your, if it makes you happy, you need some. You gotta get some. Okay? It's always good to have a little. Hey, Fadnama, thank you for the snacks, Fadnama. The mood swings are insufferable, Sachi Bell. I mean, she's all over the place. That's why we just have to watch passively, I think. And just, you know, she is who she is. She's lying about half of it. She's overdramatic about the other half. And it's a big mess. So, you know, yeah.
It's the best way I can describe it.
Good point, Sansa. Keep in mind, in this case, fighting means making sensible meal choices and walking. Thank you. Thank you. If you have gotten a terminal diagnosis, if you know someone who has, and they are actually truly fighting for their lives, like going in for chemotherapy treatments, going through it to try to save their lives, this is an excellent point. In her case, she needs to take her medications, eat in a healthy way, and get up and move. That's all she has to do to save her life. Thank you for that.
So the doctor wants to put me on another pill.
Well, I hope you took the pill, Chantal. Take all the pills you can, you know. Pharmacy's a wonderful thing.
I told him, you know, like my blood sugars have been still in the 200s. My blood pressure is good. It's like, if that person beeps one more time, I swear, like when I'm in this mood.
I wish I had a horn beeping sound effect. I don't. Beeping's bothering you, Chantal? It's really getting to you? Oh my goodness. I'm sure I could find something for you. This'll do for now, though. Or because let's face it, you're kind of looking like a clown to most of us right now. Okay, you are. Sorry.
Everything is overstimulating. Like somebody beeping their horn is driving me crazy.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not well mentally right now.
We know. Intensive purpose has no sympathy bone, cannot find their sympathy bone for this animal abuser. Cry more, Chantal. I totally agree with you. Absolutely. Yep. I mean, really, someone who abuses animals? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, your animals have gone through a lot more than what you're going through. And it's not their fault.
Oh yeah, baby.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. Oh, so close.
You wish.
Whatever, Salah. Oh, yay!
I love you, Chantal.
Congratulations, Intensive Purpose. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
You know,
Dramatic
I know
pause.
That, I have to bring those numbers down. But like I said, right now, I just don't really care. I just don't care about anything. I just feel really tired of everything, fed up.
Well, you know, a lot of us are tired and fed up with you. So how does it feel? How does it feel to feel what we feel? Chantal deserves all of this due to her past actions. Totally, I agree. Identify as owl kitty got claws. Absolutely. Yep. Poison Pettifor doesn't BBJ have early kidney failure? The irony. So ironic. Evelyn R. lies bull S. Another abandoned cat for the abuser she knew. Yep. Angel of Glass, I'm all out of I don't give a shits. Yeah. Keziah, she really is an awful human though. She really is. This is so fake, says Kimber. Marwa, where are you, sir? Come get your wife. Exactly. Summer Cats, in the spirit of gratitude for modern medicine. Yeah. For modern medicine, I am celebrating 1 year brain tumor free this week. Thanks for the fun and distraction through recovery. Oh my God. Wow. Congratulations to you. Thank you thank you, first of all, for the support. And I'm so happy that you're free. You're cancer free. Amazing. How wonderful.
I love you, Chantal.
That was me. Wonderful.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Wonderful.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's fantastic.
I love you, Chantal. You loser. You loser. Loser.
She is Loser.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
And
Talking so slow, Chantal. Drawn out for dramatic effect.
it's like gonna be so much hard work.
Yeah, it is. You can do it.
Anyway, that's how I'm feeling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to come on here all the time and smile and...
Oh, yeah, because you're such a happy-go-lucky person. You're always on here smiling and joking around with us. Okay.
just be fake about it because I'm not very happy right now.
I don't want to be fake.
Even getting mental health.
You
is
loser.
just overwhelming.
Loser.
Cheese, L-O-S-E-R.
All right, I did miss what she said.
It's like gonna be so much hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's how I'm feeling, you know? I don't want to come on here all the time and smile and just be fake about it because I'm not very happy right now. Even getting mental health help is just overwhelming. Like, I don't even know where to even start. I don't know. I feel like I'm moving in the thickest quicksand ever. So I have a lot of thinking to do.
Are you going to do that thinking on this video? Is loser broken? Oh my God. That's the most important one. I'm going to go check on loser. It better not be broken.
I was watching Life by Jen documentary, like Mr. Snowflake. He did videos on Me Too. And I like bawled through the whole documentary on her because I know people think she wasn't a nice person, whatever. We all have moments. We all are sometimes not nice people. But
I mean, sometimes is one thing. Yes, we can all get in nasty moods. Sometimes we don't handle bad situations as well as we hope that we would. But Chantal, I've known you for, I don't know, about 2 years now. You're generally a very nasty person, someone I would never want to cross paths with in my life, other than online. Real life, no, thank you, never. Nope.
she went through a lot of suffering. Like, she went through a lot of abuse. She went through a lot of suffering. And unless you have the type of issues with food, eating disorder, food addiction that we have, you can't know the type of hardships. It's like food is literally, it can be, it's so addictive, like drugs, but unlike drugs, we need food to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so hard.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to get addiction help. Loser says that it's working, but it doesn't look like it is. Seattle Sapphire's Low Carb World, thank you for the super chat. Did Kuwait get tired and kick her out? Salah better have a backup plan. We all know what she did to Pete. I had weight loss surgery and she is not a candidate for it. Okay. Yeah, not a candidate. Clearly not. She doesn't give a damn about her health or anything for that matter. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. You're absolutely right. Yeah. He better figure something out. She can't pay for him and pay for herself in Canada too.
I love you, Chantal. You loser.
Oh, we got a stuck
You
ball.
loser. You loser. Loser.
Cheese, L-O.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, sir. My God.
And it's scary because I'm on that path.
Thank you, Seattle Sapphire. Low Carb World. Thank you.
Anyway.
Now, have you guys watched the Life by Jen documentary by Mr. Snowflake? I started watching part 1, and it does seem she went through quite a bit of abuse. I don't know if this is what Chantal has been through or not. I don't know. Looks like there's quite a few parts to it, so I am going to watch it today and see what part of that could be triggering Chantal. It's clear that something happened to Chantal at an early age where she just stopped developing mentally. So, God only knows. But I do remember people going into her chat when Jen passed away and telling her that, and she really had no reaction. She didn't, give her condolences to her family or to her husband. It was just kind of like, oh, really? Wow. So.
And people on the internet are just so, in life in general, they're so disgusting towards people with issues like this. You don't get it, You just don't get it. We don't even get it. Anyway, I'm sorry that this video took like a bit of a turn for the worse. That's just how I'm feeling today. So I think I'm gonna just log off for the day. That's it. So that's my weigh-in. So now you know I'm not lying about the scale. Anyway, I don't care what these irrelevant people think, but I'm just, there you go. Okay, that was easy to show you. All right, I'm just going to end the video here. And I don't know, that's it. See ya.
Okay, all right. I guess that's it. That's it. So we don't have any idea of when she plans to travel to Canada. Personally, I don't think that she is. I think that she will end up saying that she doesn't have a place to stay in Canada, which is mostly true, and that the healthcare in Kuwait is just fine. And more than anything, she doesn't want to leave the love of her life, her doting husband, Salah. I just can't picture her getting on a plane right now. I can't. And what kind of news was she given to have this, like, almost in tears, on a filmed video? What kind of news did she get? And what medication does the doctor want to give her? That's something I really want to know. There's special diabetic diets for binge eating, but you must use them under medical supervision, says Mary. Okay, good to know. Paige Proc says, overdramatic nonsense. You don't think she is either, Ruby. Okay. Yeah. Chantal is a literal psycho worse than a bully. Kitty got claws. Yeah. English Virgo says she probably did experience some form of at least neglect, but she's also just a terrible person. That's the thing, because a lot of people have been through a lot of things. She's not special in that aspect. A lot of people have been through terrible things. And they go to therapy or they do something else to work through it, and they don't take it out on other people. She's a bitch. Sorry. I'm probably, you know what? I can, if you want to unsubscribe because I called her a bitch, I understand, truly. Okay? Every time I call her a name like that, people unsub. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to say what I think. Do I feel especially empathetic for her because she's sick? No, I don't. For anyone who is in her position, receiving a devastating diagnosis potentially, I would have a lot of empathy for them. Total strangers, 100%, yes. But we have seen this person for years and her behavior. She hasn't had just a couple of one-off bad days, okay? This is a pattern. Human Being says, I'm sensing she has childhood trauma and medicates with food and attention. That's why I can't write her off completely, deeply troubled, but not an excuse to treat people like garbage. And once you're an adult, no matter what happened to you at what age, at nearly 40 years old, you can't keep blaming the people who did to you what they did or didn't do. You have to start taking responsibility for your own life and stop perpetuating a cycle of manipulation and abuse. Because Chantal, you have been the abuser. So, yeah, she's been sick for years. It's not a new thing to feel sympathy over. Right, Ren? You know, I have a video from her from 2019 talking about how she was dealing with her diabetes. Okay, it's from 2021. It's 2 years later talking about, oh my God, I have diabetes. Yeah, we know. We knew. Did you forget? We just saw her last video telling all of us to suck eggs. Exactly, Lexi. And if anyone happened to miss that little jewel of a video, okay, I would like to show you just the very last part of that. Because anytime you start to feel bad for her, okay, I'm just gonna show you this. I'm just gonna show you something. I want to show you something. When you start to feel bad.
Talking to you guys, yeah, I just talk to the camera. Half of it I'm talking. I mean, that's fine if therapy's really worked for you. And I have been in therapy for, I mean, I did tough it out a few times that I've been in counseling, and I don't know, it's just not for everybody. You know, there's not one size fits all for remedy. So there's many different ways to achieve something. So I'm just trying to, you know, I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm trying to stick to healthy eating, medication, trying to go to bed earlier, which really sucks because I hate the day. Like, I know I always say, I don't know, I like nighttime, but it's healthier apparently to be a day person. I don't know. Anyway, nothing really new to talk about. I just wanted to update you guys because I know you guys are worried about me. Like, if I'm gone for a day, you think that I'm dead. And I know there's a lot of people wishing me dead, which is just like messed up and says more about you than anyone else. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna die, so yeah, even if out of spite, I don't know, stay mad. I'm not gonna let this kill me. Even if it's out of spite, I'm not gonna die. So, get used to it. Get used to staying obsessed. I don't understand how the people who are wishing that I would die or making jokes about it probably smoke like 50 packs a day and sound like they're on death's door more than I am, are close to my weight, and also would have no job, would have no content, and would have to go work at a shawarma shop or something. If I die, you're all screwed. The ones making money off of my back, you're all done for. So you better wish them around a long time. Anyway, you know what I mean? What would you do if your bread and butter dies? It's quite the conundrum. You hate me, but you need me. Sucks to be you. That chicken pot pie I made, oh my gosh. With just a few like tweaks of a recipe.
Yeah, she's diabetic and made a chicken pot pie. By the way, if you haven't, I don't know if it's actually been posted yet. I believe Sansa Cooks is making a chicken pot pie, okay? If she hasn't already posted, similar to, or the same recipe as what Foodie Beauty used for her crust. A crust as a diabetic on her pot pie. Yeah. Check her out anyway for all the macros and everything if it's not up yet.
You can make it a lot healthier. You know, instead of using lard or butter for the pie, you can use like olive oil.
Yeah, instead of using lard or butter, use almost a full cup of oil.
And it makes actually a really, really flaky pie crust. Like, I was surprised. I was so intimidated by pie crust, but it was so easy, so easy. I just put it in the freezer for like maybe 10 minutes to make sure it's really cold. You roll it out, you plop it on top of the filling. That's it. I didn't put a bottom crust, just a top crust. And since, you know, my doctor was like, you know, I guess that's it. I'm going to get off of here and put the video out, I guess, whenever I come back. I don't know. But I guess that's all I wanted to say. Keeping busier, you know, also helps. Working on projects and stuff really also helps. So, mental health, keeping busy, you know. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about me. I'm doing all right. I always pull through. I don't let things truly defeat me. And I will beat this. Because honestly, it's like kind of like I feel angered at like the health problems and at myself. And I want to like beat myself, beat this unhealthy, self-destructive self and these health issues. They're not going to get me. Nope. Sorry. 6-pack health arc incoming, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So
Stay mad, baby.
For all of you waiting for me to croak, do you not know me by now? Do you not know that I will do everything in my power for that not to be true? Yeah. I don't know. My defiance might just save my life in this case. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.
Hope you are too, Chantal. I truly, truly do. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, so we go from smug to I'm going back to Canada. Oh my gosh, I have to go back to Canada. My health problems are so bad. I just realized. That's right. That's right. Yep. This is her movie line. Yep. 6-pack of lies. I like that. Why 6-pack? It's all about vanity with her. I mean, who cares about a 6-pack if you're living life? Hey, Anna, welcome to the nest. She has such a punchable face, Jennifer Lynn. I agree with you. Very slappable, very slappable. She's too unhinged. There's always been a little something off with her. You know, it's a lot off now. You know, now that she's actually dealing with some consequences of her actions, you know, that's what a lot of people have said that they wanted to see, are consequences. I do think that we are getting them now. I do. It does appear that, you know, she does have a flicker of like realizing on her face, like, oh shoot, I did this to myself. Yeah, I think I did. I think so. Yeah. You're literally at the gym and your trainer doesn't even have a 6-pack, gotcha? It's very difficult to get. It is. 6 and a pound of tacos, yes. How about a 6-pack of Coke Zero? Magnuna! Funny. I've never seen Magnuna written like this. How would she eat if it wasn't for restaurant fast food workers? She should be thanking them. Yeah, any kind of service person she looks down on. Anyone that does anything for her that she has to pay for. She definitely looks down. Whoa, we got a lot going on with the pooches. My goodness. I'll be right back. So sorry. They're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. Salah and Chantal and my dogs. You guys, my neighbor got home. He got out of his car and they didn't like it. So they lost it on him. Oh, thank God he likes them. He thinks they're cute. Oh my God. Oh, 6 packs of Marlboros. Yeah, there's a lot of different 6 packs she could be wanting to get. Yep. Internet warned her for years. She just blocked us and said we're haters. Oh, well. She wasn't going to listen to anybody anyway, you know? So, yeah. Too bad. Too bad. Why is the hold music not Holy Spirit activate? I like to have different things going on, you know? I do. All different things going on. Hey, Creepy Corner. I like your doggos when they bark. I miss it. Yeah. Yeah, they can get a little crazy. I know, those darn neighbors. And, like, we've lived here forever, so it's not like we lived on a multi-acre farm with no one for miles. like same people. Mostly the same people, too. Your neighbor has a loud car, too, and they bark as well. Oh, Sprout, no doubt. Oh, her and Salah will end. He's sick of all her shit. I agree. I think so. I mean, how can he possibly want to put up with this? He's a young man. He's 30, allegedly, right? She can't even go out for a walk. She can't even get in the car and just like go down the street and like go do something. He's 30 years old. I would think he would want that in a lady, wouldn't you? I would think so. Yeah. Let us not forget her favorite 6-pack, a 6-pack of Reese's Cups. Those are pretty much everyone's favorite, don't you think? Yeah, almost, yeah. It's pouring today, so your doggos haven't been walked yet, and Pup is beeping hard. I gave her a Kong with peanut butter, so she's a happy girl right now. Oh, those Kongs, yeah. Get a PT, telehealth cat. Call. My cat just stared at him like, what are you doing to my mom? Oh. Yeah, so, and hey, you know, I'd like to take a quick look back at when she was, you know, allegedly first diagnosed in Kuwait, because I don't think I didn't watch it with you guys, but I just want to compare the doctor's visits. So, let's see. Okay, let's see. Now, I have sought medical care in Egypt. It is very different than in the States. Everything about it is very different. All right, so we do have a separate female, like a phlebotomist. We still have a separate, this is gender separated. It is not like that in Egypt unless you request it. Okay, I mean, I know everyone has commented on this, but this is just so ick. It's just so ick. Like, you're a grown-ass adult. Can you stop? Can you stop acting like a toddler? You're not. Please. This is the main reason you need therapy, Chantal. You're stuck at toddler. This was like a couple days ago. Yeah, so okay, she has to pee in a cup. I don't know how that really happened. I don't know logistically how that happened. Don't really care to think about it. And she's got to drink water. Okay, all right, yeah, pretty normal so far. So she had phlebotomy done. She had, because she had blood tests, right? And if they can't find a vein in your arm, Sometimes they have to go to the little veins in your hand. And it looks like that's what they did here. She has a little cotton ball and a little bit of tape. But the look on her face, as if they cut her open and removed something. Ridiculous. So she's craving sympathy from Salah, who's probably not giving her any. Probably just like, oh, well, yeah, go to the doctor. Just gotta go. It's a simple doctor's visit. Just go and get some tests done. You bet when she leaves, Nancy, Salah fumigates the fart box and has a party. He'll probably move out the next day. Does Salah find this cute? The faces? Does anybody? My God. Like, really, you're going to the doctor to have labs done. Labs. She's not in a hospital bed. She doesn't have an IV placed. She doesn't have oxygen. She had blood drawn for labs. God. Sweating.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be my experience at the doctor's. I said I was going to get checked out. I wanted to have some blood work done to see what my, what's it called? Is it is it A1C? I'm gonna have my blood work results in this video for you coming soon. So I'll tell you my experience in detail, how it went, how much it cost here for healthcare, and then I'll show you my results. So we went pretty early in the day, and now you can choose private healthcare. There's so many private healthcare hospitals, clinics here, and there's also some there's I think like a couple hospitals or clinics that are just for Kuwaiti people, the Kuwaiti population, and then there's public sector. We prefer, nothing against the public sector hospitals, but
this little smile, okay, this little smile that she's doing is so condescending. And I did hear another reactor pick up on it, and for the life of me, I can't remember who it was, but I was listening to them and they noticed it and they called it out, and they said, there's something about, like, is she putting them down? Is this? Yes, she is. This little smile, like, we don't use public sector healthcare. We prefer private healthcare. You have to, I mean, really, okay, public sector. Like, if you were to go to a state-funded hospital because you don't have insurance, some states don't even have them. But if you go into a public hospital in the States, like, you don't have an ability to pay, and they will treat you even beyond stabilizing, you know, because they're funded in other ways. Is the care going to be any different? It might be, might not be, right? You're taking a chance, really. You're taking a chance anytime you go to a doctor. Let's be real, okay? I'm just saying. I just know too much, okay? Just research the heck out of whoever you choose to go to. Research, and ask around. Ask a lot of people. But this, like, oh, we're a higher class. We don't have to go to a public. We don't use public health care. Like, okay. You know, 80% of the population of Kuwait are expatriates who are there to work. She's not an expatriate. She's there to be, she's a tourist. She's still a tourist. That's why she has to leave every 90 days and come back in. Expats don't have to do that. They don't have to. You typically get like a year-long work visa. She doesn't have that. So the expats, like housekeepers, people who are washing dishes in a restaurant that come in from another country to do that, they're probably going to go to the public hospitals. They don't have the money to pay for Kuwaiti healthcare, but they're still going to be treated by a hospital that's funded in other ways that they don't have to pay. They'll still have to pay something, I'm sure. But this is a class thing that she's pulling with us. This is a class thing. I hate that. I hate that. Obviously, you're a foreigner, Chantal. You're a foreigner there on a tourist visa. you wouldn't go to a public hospital because you are assumed to have money. The fact that Salah thinks, and she would not think of this on her own, because this doesn't exist for her in Canada, I don't believe. There is no real class. There are class systems in the West, of course, but it's not as clearly defined. And people aren't... It's different. It's different. So in the States, in Canada, right, you may know somebody that, works a certain, doesn't work, let's say, okay? Lives in a place where they don't have to pay for most of their rent. Maybe they receive government assistance. Maybe they could actually work, but they just prefer not to, and they're living a certain kind of life. And then you have someone who is an attorney that, a very highly paid attorney, and they live a different type of life. Those are different classes, even if you don't think of it that way. They are classes. In the Middle East, class is very set. It's very difficult to move out of the class that you're born into, regardless of the job that you do. So the fact that Salah is saying we use private health care shows me that he is a snob, because you know how she's looking down on service workers? Like, oh, you're going to have to work at a shawarma shop. Like there's something wrong with that, making an honest day's living. She wouldn't do that. She'd rather sit on her ass and literally die. Okay, that's what she chooses. Oh, you have to go work at Walmart. Listen, when I go to Walmart and I talk to people when I'm out and about, okay? I don't keep to myself when I'm alone. I enjoy interacting with different people if they're up for it. And, I say hi if I get a response. If they, I don't force people to talk to me, obviously. They are working their asses off and they look tired. So what is to look down on that? Someone that's getting up every day and going out and working, okay? She sees that as a different class than her. She sees herself as a higher class than someone who gets out of bed and goes to work every day. That she sees herself on a different level. And the fact that she knows the difference between public and private healthcare in Kuwait shows me that Salah is the same way. He's the same way because she wouldn't even know about that. She would not even know about that. That's the thing. When we go to public healthcare, we have to wait for hours, and there's all these low-class people in there with their screaming, snotty kids, and we prefer to make an appointment and drive an hour and walk in like a concierge type of physician. Okay, like you're paying cash without insurance. They have that in the States. Not many people use it because not many people can afford that. But that is a thing. She would not even have known about that if Salah didn't make the difference clear to her. So this we prefer private health care is so smug, and it really says a lot about who she is. I'm going to replay it. And watch the little smile on her face.
Private healthcare. There's so many private. We went pretty early in the day, and now you can choose private healthcare. There's so many private healthcare hospitals, clinics here, and there's also there's I think like a couple hospitals or clinics that are just for Kuwaiti people. The Kuwaiti population, and then there's public sector. We prefer, nothing against the public sector hospitals, but we prefer to go private and just pay the money. Like when you go private, you pay out of pocket. Like I might look into, because the health insurance here covers the public sector, like the healthcare you get here as an expat, but the level of healthcare is just different in a private sector. And being from Canada, private healthcare is not something we really had access to. It was mostly public, so like hospitals and that. So yeah, So I went to a private clinic and it ended up costing a total of 44 KD.
Oh, please. You have no idea what it costs. You have no idea what anything costs there. You're so weird with numbers. You have no idea. He could be telling you what it costs. You'll never actually know.
Everybody cooks fish here, Flop. It's Kuwait.
Exactly, Marwa. Everybody cooks fish here, Flop. It's Kuwait. Do I have a thing for that? No, I don't think I do. A thing. Is Loser working yet? That's so weird. But yeah, I mean, this really says a lot about her. It really does. And it's disgusting. Because even if you are fully aware of the different classes, of what class you are in, you don't rub it in people's faces. You don't. Just the look on her face.
I think 44, 47. I'll have to check. And I'll put the conversion here somewhere for you guys so you know how much that is roughly. Not too bad, you know, for a blood test.
We do need fish.
And I'll tell you what else I got. So, okay, so we arrived there maybe around 11:30 a.m. And I had been fasting, and I get to the counter and I tell the lady, you know, what I need to. I said I'm kind of dizzy because I was, and I've been testing my blood sugars and they've been really high. So she said, okay, well, we have a doctor here who specializes in diabetes and things like that, and it's the internal medicine doctor. So,
and that's not a specialist.
The consultation with the doctor cost 7 KD, and then
it's not a specialist. So she was told that, oh, we have a diabetes specialist here. Internal medicine is not a specialist. That would have been an endocrinologist. And I looked at this clinic's website. They don't have an endocrinologist on staff.
We went up to the level where the doctor was, and we were seen pretty much almost immediately. There was not really any wait at this clinic, which is really awesome, which I find is the case with private clinics. The wait is a lot less. So,
and you don't have to sit among the sweaty, unwashed masses. You don't have to wait.
The doctor was really nice, really, really nice. And he had a nurse there, and they took my blood pressure. Now, this is something I find a little unbelievable, because my blood pressure has never been this low. As, like, you know, they used a really big cuff, and the doctor took my blood pressure, and it was like 110/82. I was like, what? Are you sure? So I almost felt like asking.
She has normal blood pressure, but they gave her a blood pressure medication. They prescribed a blood pressure medication on this visit, but she has normal blood pressure. Now, I do want to say one thing about the medication that she was prescribed. There is an excellent video by another creator explaining basically what she put out here in this video. We've already gone over the labs on my video on another day, but this was an actual professional going over everything. There is a slight correction, and I've tried to contact her myself unsuccessfully. But if you are a person who takes Atacand, that is a blood pressure medication, it is not an ACE inhibitor. It's not an ACE inhibitor. It really doesn't matter overall to anyone listening about Chantal's meds, but if you take that medication, what was described about that medication was not correct. It seemed to be a mistake that was made. And I did try to contact the person offline. I never want to do that publicly, but I haven't received a response. So just wanted to say that.
And if you could take it again, because that's really strange. Now, maybe because I was fasting, I don't know. But he said that's normal. So he said that's good. I know you're going to be like, yeah, right. That was my reaction too. But who am I to argue with the doctor, right? So then he wanted, talk to...
Oh, she caught it? Oh, excellent. I didn't know that. Excellent. Okay.
A bit about my background, my medical history. Told him about my operations, about all this and that. Like, just really nice doctor, really not rushing, really seemed interested in talking to, me about my history. Another thing I find that doctors tend to do more in a private clinic. I don't know, but yeah. So talked to him for a bit. Then he ordered some blood tests. So I will insert the blood work here, the results of the test.
All right, and I'm going to stop her there because we have already gone over that on my channel and the missing blood tests, and she did actually come forth with the missing results that we were looking for. you know, it's just a control thing. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? At her size, she should have high blood pressure, otherwise her brain doesn't get enough oxygen. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no, how could her heart not be working overtime to keep blood pumping throughout that body? How is that possible? Yeah, I'll try to reach out to her again. I didn't want to just, put it out there like that. She is a professional and I'm not, but I do know a lot about medications. And she was describing it as a different classification. And like I said, it truly means nothing if you don't take the medication yourself. If you're just learning about Chantal's meds, it has no effect really. But if you take it and if you're listening to how your medication works, it wasn't the correct information that was put out. So they probably want to keep her blood pressure down to take pressure off the kidneys because they're in danger. True, Purple Spirit, true. Yep. Yeah. She does have to pay out of pocket for health care. Absolutely. Yeah. She doesn't have insurance there. She doesn't have insurance. And she's not a resident. She's not an expat, so she won't be walking into a public hospital anyway. But they prefer private health care. Okay. Oh, definitely, Alexi. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely possible. Yeah. When has she ever pretended to be at a public clinic? She's not a Kuwaiti national. Right. She has to pay. Yes. Expats pay a yearly fee to use public health care in Kuwait. She's not an expat. Thank you, human being. I can say it until I'm blue in the face. People will still say, Chantal's an expat. It's like, okay, I've stopped. I don't know. Does it matter at the end of the day? Not really. I just ask myself, is that going to change anything about this? No, it doesn't. So 3 no-skip ads in a row, Hot Tea. Now we have 3 choices live streaming of how to have ads done. And it's conservative, balanced, or aggressive. And I always pick balanced, the middle one. So if you're getting 3 in a row, that to me sounds more aggressive than balanced. It's giving you 2 more, Hot Tea. Maybe you did something bad and they're punishing you. I don't know. It's caused POTS in me. The what is that? Postural ortho. It's like when I know what it is. I can't think of what that stands for. Like basically when your blood pressure dips. Like if you're lying down and you go to sit up, right? I was tested for that once while I was working. I was like, oh my God, every time I get up, I'm dizzy. They're like, come on, sit on the table. Oh, absolutely, Alexi. No, it's not a dig at her. That's, I would never even say, the channel name or anything. I've just tried over the past few days to reach out. So, but, the information has, just, if anyone's listening and if they listen to that video, just so you know. You stand up and your blood pressure goes down, right? Yep. Postural orthostatic something. Yeah. something. How long can she stay as a tourist, leaving and coming back every 3 months? Baby girl bulldog, as long as Kuwait will let her. That's up to them. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Chicken a Duck. You pass out 1 to 3 times a week? Wow. Yeah, go to the private ads. Yeah, why are you using the public ad sector? Oh my God, the private ads are so much better. You have a 2 Purple Spirit? Yeah. Yeah, it's not that uncommon. Yeah. private ads are better. Yeah, YouTube is definitely, I would say, kind of strong-arming people into getting premium at this point. It's almost unwatchable if you don't have it. And they started blocking ad blockers. So, yeah. But that's turning out to be more trouble for them than they thought. So, you don't have it, but your doctor thought you did for a while, chicken and duck? Yeah. Yep. You find your ass laying on the floor like, oops, passed out again. Wow. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Let me run a poll. You have private beatus. Coffee artist. Is Chantal going back to Canada? Chantal going back to Canada. Keep it simple. What do you think? Is she going back? I say no. I'm going to vote right now. Oh, I can't vote in my own poll. I don't think she is. I don't think so. You'll never get it on principle. I don't blame you, Emeka Cream. If you can tolerate it to some degree, I don't blame you at all. Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? Let's not, please. Okay? 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 Come on now. He just wants to go out and yell at the neighbor again. You know, I would prefer you didn't. He seems like a nice guy, you know. My God. Mixing meds without guidance or prescription. She's a mess. One big mess. If she's going back, it's because she's being forced back, Frankenbeans. In what way do you mean forced? Never know with Chantal. Come on, common sense says yes, but she could change her mind tomorrow. Yep. I know. You never know. It's true. I really hope she does, so I voted yes. But honestly, I think this was on impulse and to get clicks. I tend to agree with you, chicken and duck. Because it's not like she's been thinking about going back to Canada for a long period of time. And then like, okay, I decided. It's at that point now. I think it's like, I'm going back to Canada. Yeah, you are. Okay. And you're going to leave Salah all alone by himself? Who's going to keep an eye on him, Chantal, to make sure he doesn't slip back into the red room? Who's going to do that? She saw S-Jam was getting views, so she had to upload. Oh, my God. Yeah, if you don't know about S-Jam is one of Chantal's old friends from Canada. He's an admitted alcoholic. He just got his second DUI that we know of, like yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, and he's fully in denial, just like her. So, sir, excuse me. That's very rude. Please. Please. I don't know what his deal is. Like, excuse me, we're doing stuff over here. He's just looking at me like, I don't care that you're live. I don't care about that. I don't care. What's the neighbor doing? That's what I care about. She said she would never go back, Ruby. Yep, she did. It's all smoke and mirrors with Foodie, coffee artist says. She's got to come back home. Her health is shit. She's probably starved for fast food and acting up, silly ass. If she truly is going to keep on a good diet, like a decent diet, she probably will need other coping tools because the food addiction is what's helping her cope with everything. And if she no longer has that, she's going to need something else. And if she refuses to get therapy or mental health care, she's really going to have a tough time. He's like, Mom, I don't trust him. They give everyone the side eye. Everybody. A few weeks ago, she had a meltdown and said she was going back to Canada, changed her mind the next day. Right, Tracy? And sometimes she says that to manipulate Salah. Sometimes that's part of the manipulation with him. True, Peace Baby. It wasn't just a DUI. It was a hit and run. Yep. Hit a parked car. Wasn't sure if people were in it or not. And drove home at 11 a.m. And he says there's no proof that he was drunk because he drank in the morning. That morning. Okay. Drove home. And the cops showed up like later in the day to give him tickets. No, this is in Canada. In the US, you'd be in cuffs in a heartbeat. Putting people's lives at risk, that's not a ticket. She also said she cured her diabetes and that her liver is fine. That's true. That's true. She has to go to Canada eventually, says Worshnefer, maybe on a plane, maybe on a boat, maybe in a bag, maybe in a cardboard box. Or not. She could be laid to rest in Kuwait. That's possible too. Salah got her fast food after that video, probably. Yep. All right, we have 127 votes. Let's see. We'll end the poll. Thank you, Lisa. We've got 69% says yes, Chantal is going back to Canada. Okay. 69% says yes. I wonder when. Because if you buy tickets last minute, they're super expensive. It might be like next week. If she does, it might be like next week. Just like manipulating Nader, saying she had other dudes, Dynamite says. Lisa voted no. Lisa, what do you think? Her pancreas is fine too, Chaos. Oh yeah, she's totally healthy. We don't know anything. As Charles Reed would say, we're not doctors. We're not doctors. We don't know. If she actually did give him money to play her husband on YouTube, she may think that she owns him and he has to do what she says. Yikes. But he's no angel either. Good luck to them both. And what if their contract is expired now? And what if he doesn't want to renew? It's not like she can promise him more money. She has no way of making more money. Nader straight up denied Dee Dee the other night, basically saying they aren't in a relationship? What? Nader said he and Dee Dee are not in a relationship now? Huh. She might stick it out to the January 10th. Could be. I believe it when I see her in their mother's house, right, Izuder? Yeah, I don't think she'll be there. Fadnama, if you're driving, don't worry about the poll. Don't worry about typing or reading the chat either. Don't be like S-Jam. Sarah says to suggest that she maneuvered her stomach to get exactly the same weight at the doctor's like at home is just silly and out of touch with reality. What is she, a magician? Sarah, we speculate about the dumbest stuff about Chantal. That's like the least of it. I mean, people have speculated that Salah was like an underground like recruiting terrorist that was recruiting Chantal, and she was going to be like the next whatever, like bombing things. Okay. So to say that she's resting her fupa on the scale is like really small fries compared to what this community has speculated. We do, but generally keep things here very fact-based and realistic. More importantly, realistic. So, yeah. Salah got his new car and bounced, says Winter. Yep, as soon as Chantal's gone, that plastic is coming off the seats. Then they fought passively aggressively the next day. Oh boy. She's playing the ALR, going back to mommy card for content. Oh, that's a possible thing. If her mother will allow her to stay with her, do you think she would? Oof. You'll believe it when you see it, government-issued falafel? Me too. I don't think she is. She is a magician that I can believe, says human being. Hey. She could hide lots of stuff in her folds. Yeah, I guess she could. Yeah. She had that Pringles cover in there. I think that is more or less her real weight, but she did hop off the scale when it was still moving, says a chicken and duck. It's just hard to picture because she's, we've seen her at a similar size before and she looked much smaller. So it's like, how? Something happened in Thailand. Wow, a bunch of you think that. They have not been the same since Thailand. When he started going out for his walks by himself, I was like, ooh. He needs to get out and away. Yikes. Yeah. More plausible explanation was that she used some vertical lift from her rear jet thruster to make herself lighter, if you get my meaning. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Wheelie Mom, we're actually just finishing up. Thanks, Capone. Yeah, I gotta check out what's happening with our loser command. There's nothing that appears to be wrong with it, but it's not responding. I wonder if I have too many commands now. Is that a possibility? Because I did add a bunch of cities for weather. Foodie comes back as Natty Daddy's single baby girl bulldog. Oh, if he said that, like, oh, Dee Dee and I are no longer a thing, then Chantal's like, I'm coming back to Canada for my health. We could consider that. Yep. Who knows? How is ALR more mobile than Foodie? Honest question. She is quite a bit younger. But she's way more mobile. That's why she's more fun to watch for me right now. Wheelie Mom, I think it's just Cumbria. Let me try it. Let me see if it works, actually. You can clearly see she's resting her gut on part of the scale. She also visibly leans. There you go, Wheelie Mom. Thank you, Alexis. Have a great day. She's 10 years younger than Chantal. Yeah, like she's like 32-ish, I think. Yeah. Those years, like, compound with all that weight, because she is a lot heavier. No problem, Wheelie Mom. Yeah, let me put up the list of weather cities that we currently have available. We've got that too, Ashley, because of the way their weight is distributed. Yep. So we have, didn't I add Boston? I thought I did. Let me see. Let's see if it works. We have Base Camp, which is Everest Base Camp. Okay, Baltimore. We do have Boston. I got to add it to the list. Baltimore, Cairo, Chicago, Cumbria, Dallas, Denver, Kuwait, LA, London, Miami, Myrtle Beach, NYC, Philadelphia, Seattle, and Toronto. ALR has good fat girl genes. You think so? So Lula, is it Lula? I thought it was Luca. Is like the city where the airport is in Nepal. That's the closest I could find for weather. Yeah, so. Now, please be aware, okay, this is why I didn't put it in the list. If you want to try it to see if it works, fine. But please know, okay, if you do exclamation local, LOCAL, it should give you your local weather where you are. But if you don't want people to know your location, please don't use it because it will say the city name. So if everyone knows where you live and you don't care if everyone knows where you live, you can do exclamation local and you should get local weather. I don't know if it works though, so. And I'm not doing it. Weather for London. We have showers in the vicinity with a temperature of 43 degrees Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius. Lovely. Yes, human being. I will cover ALR more. She's far more interesting right now. First time I saw her content and not a reaction was here. She's a character. Yes, she is. She is just as problematic. Yeah. Yeah, she uploaded yesterday, actually. It's not working for you guys. Aww. Full King Goof. I like that. Let me check local. I might have, local. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it? No, hold on. Let me make sure it's working. I might have set it for not everybody until I gave that disclaimer. All right, let me change it so everyone can use it, and we'll see if that works now. Thank you, human being. I'm glad. Thank you. No location provided. Oh, weird. Okay. Huh. Okay. It's not working anyway. All right. Oh, you know, it's raining just a nugget. Aw. I wonder why loser's not working. That's so strange. Loser. L-O-S-E-R. 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 Very weird. Let me like change it to something, then change it back and see if that wakes it up. That's very odd. That's one of our most used commands. Like everybody uses loser. Everybody cooks fish in Kuwait. Flop. Let's see. Loser. We need loser to work. It's ridiculous. Salah paid off the Nightbot. Oh. Toronto is cold and rainy. Aw. We do have Toronto on the list. That is so disappointing, Nightbot. Oh my god. Toronto. Oh, thanks, Alien. It broke because we overused it. Could be. Here's Toronto, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius. Here's my beautiful wife, Chantal, stunning as usual. I don't even know why that would just spontaneously stop working. Very strange. Very strange. Let me add Boston to the list so you know it's available. Base Camp, Baltimore, Boston, Cairo, Chicago, Cumbria, Dallas, Denver, Kuwait, LA, London, Miami, Myrtle Beach, NYC, Philadelphia, Seattle, Toronto. Local weather. If this all goes south, would you be willing to do an interview with Salah to hear his side of the story? 100%. Absolutely. I don't think he would be willing to. Excuse me? Sir, that's very loud. That's ridiculously loud. What are you doing? I think he wants to have a talk with the neighbor. Please relax, okay? Okay? I'll talk with the neighbor if you think I need to. Chill out a little bit, please, okay? She can go to a hospital with a psychiatric ward. They handle all types of eating disorders. True. Yeah, I would absolutely interview Salah for sure. I have interviewed people on other channels before. I have a standardized method of how I do it. It's very organized, and I always make sure that the person is comfortable, and I don't put them on the spot necessarily. I'll let them know if I'm going to throw a zinger at them beforehand, so they're expecting it. And even then, they don't have to answer. But I try to make sure they're as comfortable as possible, and I let them talk. I just let them talk. And my questions just guide the conversation. So, you think he's going to be in prison soon? Who? P. Diddy? He's going to prison, for sure. You think the doggo likes the neighbor, Mara? I don't know if he does or not. Video go on a reactions for like a lot. That would be funny. Imagine one day we get Sultan Salah in the chat and he'd be like, "Can I come up on your panel?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure can." You don't think Salah would spill the beans, Frankenbeans? It would make him look weak. Yeah, I wouldn't ask like the questions like, what does she smell like? How gross is she? I wouldn't ask those kinds of questions. I would get far more detail that is actually interesting and important. I don't care what she smells like. I can imagine what she smells like. I don't need confirmation of what she smells like. Like, could you tell us a little bit about how you met? You know, like, why were you interested in Tinder in Canada? Okay. Did you expect that she would come to live with you rather than you come to Canada? How was that conversation? You know, were you surprised she was willing to get on a plane so quickly? All right, it's time. It's time to wrap it up. Pooches need to do what they gotta do. What did P. Diddy do, Chicken a Dog? Oh, it's too much to even discuss right now. Too much to even discuss. Pete's answered all those questions. Yeah, but I want Salah's answers because he has Sir, enough. That's enough. I'm getting off right now. Relax. Okay. All right, everybody. Tinder in Canada. Yeah. Calling the first number you saw. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching this crazy lady and how she's, living her life. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I will be here for it. And I hope you are too. Okay. He is very nasty. I agree. Okay. Talking about P. Diddy. Okay. Relax. Salah. Relax. All right, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.